Here's your link going up. Hey guys, if you're viewing this. That's tweeted, and you can play your music. We're rolling.
Oh, you didn't know?
Rolling Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, we're here. Episode 4 of the PodRatz Podcast. We weren't here last week because we were all...
Due to bad weather conditions.
Yeah, it was bad weather. It was all fucked up. But we're back. I know everyone missed us.
PodRatz are
yeah,
back.
the PodRatz are back.
Back in action.
So, it's a bunch of funny shit to talk about.
Yeah, here, there's a bunch of stories I've been waiting.
2 weeks worth since we did
2 weeks worth of
last
funny
one.
stories. The first funny story I feel like we should talk about is the con. Me and Dylan went to
What an adventure.
a Comic-Con. It was my first one.
And where was
Yeah.
this at?
Ohio. Columbus.
Was it Cleveland or Columbus?
Columbus.
Yeah.
Columbus, Ohio.
That's a
And it was
terrible drive.
wild. It wasn't bad going out there.
Yeah, it was like 3 hours there, but
9 hours back.
it was 6 hours on the way back because it snowed and there were like tractor trailers wrecked and shit.
Yeah,
on
we
the
saw
side of the
like it was
road.
like the boneyards. We would drive
Yeah.
down and we would see like a whole like tractor trailer truck like flip to the
mangled.
side. Yeah,
cars
pretty-
just parked on the side of the road.
pretty
'cause
wild.
they-
All hungover.
Yeah, I had to
Yeah, that gotta be-
drive.
that
and I
gotta be
was so
awful.
hungover.
I was hungover as
It was
well, and
terrible.
you guys told me you were going to be late, and I stayed in bed till well past 2 p.m.
Lucky guy.
Yeah, we didn't get home till like 4:45.
Yeah.
That sucks.
The old 6 hour drive.
Well, from the beginning to the end, Dylan used to go to these, or he still went to these things for a long time, and they invited me to go. So I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'll go. I don't really fuck with anime or anything, but
Yeah, like none of us give a shit about anime or anything.
But that's
we,
the
ju- we
whole-
just go.
it wasn't what I thought about. I thought a Comic-Con, it was like an anime convention that we went to. It was like it was just crazy. It blew my mind because as
Just-
soon as you walk into there,
the nerdiest people you
there's
can
just people
imagine.
dressed in like
Yeah.
Pokemon costumes, furries. I met some
Cosplay,
furries.
right?
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
cosplay.
But it's like 90% stuff you don't know what it is.
Yeah, like I was at all right. First of all, we were in this fucking hotel, and there was 4 elevators to get everywhere.
Anywhere.
So
And
you
there's,
literally took 25 minutes to get an elevator.
There's like 18 floors or something, so it's just a constant line of waiting.
It was ridiculous. It was absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
But like, so we got there and we pulled it. It took us an hour to find the parking garage.
We parked in the wrong parking
Yeah, we
garage.
we were wrong in we parked in the wrong one.
A different
and-
hotel parking garage.
Yeah, and it ended up costing
Then
us
it cost
$37.
$37 when I left.
God.
Yeah, we spent all this money all weekend
for
and
2
then-
nights. It
for
cost
2 nights, yeah,
$37.
it's like 2.5 nights. So we spent all this money,
I fucked up there.
and we spent all this money the whole weekend on shit because like it was just so expensive. Everything.
I got a Snapchat full of liquor bottle after
Yeah.
liquor bottle.
Oh yeah. It was
So
wild.
we had to pay for the room, each night.
Mm-hmm.
Well, rooms. We had like 2 connecting ones,
Yeah, so it
So
was
we
like
had to go in
$50 for a room.
and then like the badge for the con itself was like 60 for both nights, and we didn't even go to the con itself that much. We just drank in the hotel room.
Next time you're gonna pass on the tickets
I don't
to
know.
the actual
It
event.
depends.
The
So
next
were there
one,
hot girls? Like I know one or two hot girls. That,
probably like
that
2
dress
out
up.
of every 10 were hot girls.
There's some slutty
And they're nerdy,
sluttily
too.
dressed ones. Yeah,
And they're nerdy, so they're freaky.
They're the
My
biggest.
son's
Nerds.
going crazy.
they get wild.
They're the biggest nerds ever.
I'd say so.
But like, it was a whole different experience for me because I've never been to anything
Yeah.
like that. So
It's a rookie.
Dylan tells me ahead of time. He goes, "We're all going to dress up the first night." So I had a white shirt with like a vest and a bow tie on.
Dress up as
Like, dress
cartoon
up-
characters.
dress
Oh yeah,
up-
no, yeah, dress up. Yeah, we were.
Dress
dre-
nice.
Dress
Okay,
up
I got it.
nice.
Yeah,
not
we were-
dress up like
I was dressed as Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't. But we all like looked all right. So we went up to the hotel room and immediately it was a terrible drive, like 3 hours. So we just instantly busted open liquor.
yeah, we're ready to drink right away.
Yeah, and like the
how you do
coolest.
it.
See, the
Oh,
coolest.
almost
Oh,
fell
almost
over.
went down there, Buzzy.
Almost fell
The
over.
coolest
not drinking
thing
yet.
about everything was they make these achievement sheets, and it's just a sheet I think I have it in my back pocket.
You have
I do.
Xbox, Buzzy, 360.
Yeah, I used to.
You know, like achievements, how each
yeah,
game
yeah,
has
yeah,
achievements.
Yeah, achievement.
We have. Oh, you brought it. We have like an achievement list for the con, and like each thing is like a point value and stuff.
It's wild. So
They get real into it, making it.
Get a drink, start to finish, in the car before entering the car.
Yeah, like before
drink
you
a drink.
before you go to the hotel, you have to finish a drink.
Oh, it's like
in
a
the car.
drinking. Like I didn't know these
Oh,
people
yeah,
drank. I
it's
thought they
all-
were all.
oh no!
No,
all it
no.
is drinking. There was probably 30 bottles of liquor in this room.
Yeah.
I drank some of. That was probably the most I've ever drank in one night.
Yeah, you kept
Drink
up.
at least
You
one
kept
shot of
up.
whiskey,
Yeah.
one shot of vodka, a sip of lager, and a sip of hard cider in one night. Why didn't they just make it a glass of lager and a glass
Because
of...
it's called it.
Everyone drinks like liquor, so
Yeah.
it's a rarity that there's.
Well,
beer
But all the
there.
names
That
are
sounds
funny.
like I don't want to be there.
No, and these are all like
Make out with fresh meat.
Yeah. There's the
Butcher.
funniest shit there. Like, there's just some things that like other people couldn't do because like they didn't you had to have a badge to like get into stuff. Like there's one that's called the sickest one that I think it's called I'm with the band.
Yeah.
And I was just drunk. Like me and Dill were running around the whole night. And like
There's-
I don't drink a lot. Like I drink very rarely. I mean like if I drank like I never get like hammered, but like
Sloppy. You stay away from sloppy.
yeah, well
We were slopped.
yeah, like we were wild. Like that, as soon as we got there, take 3 shots
One of the
in 7
achievements is
seconds.
Drink 3 shots in 7 seconds.
That's
So
awesome.
immediately
start the timer.
that we got there, we each took 3 shots, and then it was just shot o'clock every 10
I
seconds.
like to get that one out of the way first, because if you do it later on, it could be dangerous. You could be puking.
But like the first night, me and him we both did at least 15 shots.
Yeah,
The weekend probably did about 30 shots.
like 30 or 40.
Yeah,
I
that's-
like to keep a tally on my wrist, so I know like if see, like, you go over 25, you're asking for trouble.
Yeah. Yeah,
Per
it
night.
was, and it was just wild. And there was a total of 3 beds and 1 cot,
Yeah.
but there was like
And how many people?
13.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So like
How many
you
girls?
sleep on the floor?
2 girlfriends, 2 of
That's
our
it?
friends' girlfriends.
No, there was, let's see, Missy, Allie, Steph.
Oh yeah,
I don't know
That's
are
it.
there anymore.
no, Missy Alley and stuff. They're all girlfriends of our friends.
Yeah.
And I slept on the floor, and I literally was it was hot as fuck before we went to sleep. So I was like, whatever, I won't need a blanket or anything. So all the blankets and shit were taken. People were passed out already. So I lay down and like, there was just like the one room was like clean, and the one room had just had everything everywhere. It was just a
Disaster.
bag of, it was like a whole table of liquor. So I lay down and I'm sleeping, and I wake up and I look at my phone, and we fell asleep at 5:30. So I look at my phone and it says like 6:15, and I'm freezing. I was like, what the fuck? So I'm looking around and I'm just like grabbing clothes that I see, just putting it on top of myself.
See, I slept without a blanket. I was like fine for whatever reason.
I have no idea, but you slept
I
in a
don't know.
bed, so it was nice.
That's true.
I got up at 6:45 and I was like, fuck this. Crawled out of the fucking hotel room and went down to the front office. got a room service to send up a blanket and a pillow.
Nice.
Real pissed.
Nice.
Wait, you left off with the I'm with the band achievement. There's like rave.
yeah.
There's a big rave both nights.
No, it's not a rave. It's a bunch of weird anime kids dancing around, and they all stunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, was that
Just
the
that.
Snapchats I was getting?
Probably.
Yeah, it wasn't a rave. That was just people in a hotel room listening to music. Is that what?
No,
You probably
no.
didn't get the rave.
Yeah, the rave was like it
So
was.
there was actual lights.
It was a
and-
rave. Yeah.
Oh, it was a huge room, and there was like DJs, and the one achievement says Hold on, I'm gonna find it on here so I can get the exact words.
It's like get a picture.
It
From
says
on
use your
stage.
phone to get a picture of the audience from on stage during the rave or musical performance. So I was hammered, and I was like, I'm getting this. So we go into this rave, me, him, and our buddy Jesse, and there was a big ass security guard in front, and I was like, I'm gonna run around this back here. So I ran around the back, and I just jumped up on stage. Like after about 5 minutes of me sitting there
Scouting
thinking
it
about
out,
it,
yeah.
I was like scouting out all my options.
They just didn't care though.
Yeah, they just didn't care. I jumped up on stage, and the one girl was like dancing. She was like, "What are you doing?" And I'm just like, "I just need a picture. Fuck it." So I took his picture, and I like ran out. I was like, "Yeah!" So we ended up just going out, just getting everything. Like we went to, oh my god, probably the best time of my weekend was we're walking around at like 2:30 in the morning, just walking around the hotel, and there's like shitty people dressed up, just like sleeping on the ground. Everyone stunk.
Like people that smell when people don't bathe, like that distinct smell.
Yeah,
it
just
smelled like that yesterday.
Every couple, rooms or something would smell that.
That's awesome.
So
Yeah.
it's like 2:30, and we're walking around, and we see this room, and each room, like these rooms have these things called like panels. Is that what they are, panels?
Yeah.
Well, the one, I guess, was a karaoke room. So I was like, fuck. And I was drunk, and I was like, I'll definitely do karaoke now. So we went in there, and I went up, and I wanted to sing Clint Eastwood by Gorillaz. So I went up, and I asked the lady, and she was like, yeah, we can't take any more people. You know why? Because it was just shitty people dressed as anime characters singing Japanese music, going, Hayatoshiyate, oi, oi. Like, and all these people dancing in the corners. Dude, it was just wild. The wildest time ever.
But the waiting list was like full until
There was like 60 people. It was filled. They were literally singing Japanese like
Anime music.
Yeah, anime music, and then this dude was singing a death metal song about coffee. It was like coffee, like just getting wild.
Yeah, they're real into it.
Yeah, it was
But
definitely
it's
a
like
wild time.
you can't walk through a hallway without being like surrounded by people. There's so many people there, like hundreds and hundreds.
Then the first night
They'll
after,
smell like shit.
oh yeah, real shit. So
Real
the
shit.
first, so the first night, our buddy Jeff, he was just blacked out drunk. All right.
You and Jeff went on your own.
Yeah, we first of all, we were all hungry, all right? So we were all starving, and we were all like, "Oh, let's go get some food." So they have this half-ass food court. They have this shitty gyro place, a pizza place, a Subway, and an ice cream place. So we all go to Subway, and a Subway regularly is like $6. This one was $9.75. So we get a Subway, and we're all sitting there, and our buddy Jeff just looks at me, and he's blacked out drunk. He goes, "You want to get out of here?" He's like, He's like, "You want to have fun? We're gonna go have fun. Can't ask, can't tell no one, can't even get anyone. We just gotta go." And I was like, "All right, dude, fuck it, let's go." So he's just drunk, running around, and we go into this. Another achievement is get a picture of someplace
In a restricted area.
in a restricted area. So he takes me between these gray doors, and like it's real fucked up looking. So it says staff only. I'm just like, dude, we're gonna get in trouble. We need to get out of here. So we just start running up these fucking steps. And then we ended up finding a door that said security, and he's like trying to rip into it. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? So we keep going all the way to the top, and it's just a dead end. So we got this door. We're on the roof, and like we're just like, what the fuck?
Nice.
So we're on the roof, and
Just you two, though.
yeah, me and him were just on the roof. And we didn't have no idea where we are. So like we propped this door open, and the door was like, if we would have got locked, we would have died probably because it was
Froze
so
to death
cold
on the
outside.
roof.
It was freezing, and it was
Yeah.
still snowing.
It was like -10.
Yeah,
Negative,
So
yeah.
we were running around outside on the roof, and he's just so drunk, and I'm pretty hammered too. And
You're
we're
not
just
sure if that door will lock if it
Yeah.
shuts.
Well, we had something propped up against it, but then we run around and we found like these like outside steps to get down. So we just went down these steps, left the door propped open, just went down these steps. And then it brought us to like these random side doors that we had no idea where they were. And if one of them wasn't unlocked, we would have got locked out. And no one, everyone
Froze to
was,
death.
yeah, everyone was so drunk. Like they wouldn't have came and got us. And the place was like a maze. Like you could not find places.
Yeah.
So
was it at a convention center?
yeah.
And there was
It
hotel
was
hotel
It
attached.
was at the Hyatt.
Okay.
But it's like this giant hotel.
yeah.
It's like a hotel convention.
Yeah.
It's like a mini convention center.
Yeah.
But it was wild. That's
It's definitely wild.
it's definitely an experience. We're going to another one in June.
Yeah, it's at the Kalahari in Ohio. Do you know what that is, Buzzy?
No.
That
Never
indoor
been.
water park.
There's like the biggest indoor water park, and like I don't even know.
Is that called Splash?
no, that's
Lagoon?
up in Erie. Kalahari is
Kalahari
bigger.
Resort.
It's
There-
huge.
There's a giraffe there. You can
Real one, a
pet
real
it and
giraffe.
Shit. There's like zip lines.
That's
can
what
go
sold me. They told me I was all
A
drunk.
real fucking giraffe.
I was all drunk, and they were like, "You want to come with us to wherever we are?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, probably. Yeah, I'll probably be good." And they were like, "They got a real giraffe." I was like, "Yep, I'll be there." They got all kinds of wild shit.
in. But it's like the biggest, I don't know, something in the United States.
Indoor
probably.
water park.
Indoor water
Nice.
park. They just have these water slides that they're so
Just
wild.
weave in and out.
Yeah, they're so cool.
Real crazy.
You're going to like them in the morning when you're all hungover or drunk. It's just wildness.
Yeah, that sounds great.
And the hotel itself is just huge. Like there's just like multiple buildings that are all connected.
Mhm.
It's huge. It's just so cool.
It was definitely a wild time.
When this is in the summer.
This is in the beginning of June. Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
It's going to be wild. You thought you shouldn't come with us, Buzzy.
I should.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's just a weekend event.
Speaking of things we're going to, we have tickets to see Burt Kreischer on
We
what,
do.
the 21st.
No,
March-
March 7th.
The
March
beginning of
7th?
March.
Yeah,
I thought it was the 27th.
Is that a weekend or what
pretty
is
sure
that?
it's the 7th.
It's a Friday.
It's a Friday.
It's a Friday. And we're seeing the late show, so
Let's
you
check
should
it
be
out.
a little bit.
Yeah, we have to do a shot or drink with Burt Kreischer.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Absolutely.
Hopefully
Yeah,
get him
I
on the
got him.
podcast.
I
I,
got him.
doubt, I doubt that's possible.
No, I'm asking him. He does podcasts with people. I was looking at his Twitter. They are Friday, March 7th.
7th.
So yeah, it's
Okay.
a Friday.
Yep.
What time is it?
Show starts at 10:15, so we're gonna need to leave and get down there so we can get. I want to get up front and like
How many shows are before that one?
one.
Okay.
They
Yes.
won't let you in until the one show lets out.
Yeah,
You're
the
going to
doors
stand in line.
doors don't open until like 9:45, I think. So we should get there. We should leave at like 9.
I'm just going to fill my thermos up with crazy beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get wild.
That's at the Improv.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right down
waterfront.
the waterfront.
Homestead.
A
We're
little
gonna,
bit of Dave and Buster's, maybe.
gonna get
I
shot.
have some games.
Yeah,
we
we
can
should
play air hockey.
We should pregame it at Dave and Buster's first and play games and shit.
Yeah, that's
I won't buy drinks. I'll say that right on the podcast. I will not buy drinks at Dave and Buster's. I'll sneak them in
Yeah.
and drink them in there.
that's fine.
Yeah.
That's how I do. It's kind of how I
The
roll.
place is like $9 for a drink. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh, then we
You
went.
gotta buy 2 drinks in there too.
Oh
You
yeah.
have to?
2 drink minimum. Or I think you can buy an appetizer. It doesn't have to be alcoholic either. I don't think.
Well, it's rat piss.
Yeah. It's rat puke.
It's definitely wild. That would be a
how they
good
get you.
idea, though. That would be fun.
Yeah, that'd
But,
be real fun.
Definitely
Play all
going to
kinds of
see
games.
Burt Kreischer on the 7th, and he's going to be hilarious.
Real pumped about it.
Yeah. It was random because, like,
Yeah, we saw Joey Diaz, all 3 of us. This was like the first time I've ever met Dylan,
Yeah.
and we went out and we saw Brian Redband and Joey Diaz.
We got like lost on the way.
yeah, we
right?
saw him we went and got sushi, and then like just made it in. We missed most of
We
Brian Redband.
missed Red Band, yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
I remember you like took a wrong turn or something. Remember we like went down a one-way road. You were like, "Oh shit, I have to turn around."
I don't
It
remember.
was
Remember
probably
that?
right outside of the venue looking for parking.
It was a
It was
disaster.
at Mullins, which is right outside of the PNC
I
Park.
don't
It was-
remember a lot of that.
It was just a
Yeah.
disaster.
That was
And
a
then
wild time.
We got drinks there, so I was like just gone.
Yeah, it was just a wild time. We met Red Band though
Yeah.
after.
Yeah,
that was
and
cool.
Joey.
Yeah, it was definitely wild.
Yeah.
Cocksucker.
But so we're gonna go see him the 7th.
That's all that's left on my plate is after Kreischer would be, I want to see Segura and I want to see Duncan more than anyone.
I want to see Ari too.
Yeah,
definitely.
Ari for sure. His stand-up's
Yeah.
great.
It was weird because like I was just listening to the podcast, Bert's podcast, and then I looked to see if he was coming at all.
Yeah, I had no
And,
clue.
yeah, I don't think.
I know. I was gonna before you said that. I was gonna say to you like we have to see him, and then you said like he's coming. And I was
Yeah,
like, oh,
it was
wow.
weird. It was
like-
weird because I looked and it said because I typed in Burt Kreischer Pittsburgh and it popped up with like his past dates, like one like last year, and then it said Improv
It's
2014.
fate, destiny.
Yeah, and we looked and I was like, yep.
Yeah.
So I bought the tickets, so we
That's
got
so
them.
cool.
But you said you're bringing someone?
I think I might bring a friend.
Yeah.
Who is this friend?
Just a friend.
A friend.
I haven't decided on what friend.
Yeah.
No, I might bring a lady friend.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Did you get his ticket too? Or what?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd have to
bought
buy
his
her
ticket.
ticket. Still.
But so that's gonna be a wild time. The other wild thing.
And you said Matt's coming too.
Yeah, my brother bought a ticket. My brother's real
Nice.
wild.
Okay.
Oh yeah, another thing that we need to touch on that I feel like we need to is today Philip Seymour Hoffman died.
Apparently,
Yeah.
is this confirmed?
Yeah, it was on the New York Post.
Okay.
His secretary or something found him in his room with a needle in his arm, dead.
He didn't fake his death like Dina Spumoni.
No, definitely didn't fake his death like Dino Spumoni. But there's definitely not going to be a sequel to Crocodile Tears.
He won't be in. Well, did he die in the last Mission Impossible? Probably.
I never seen a Mission Impossible.
He was in 3.
Well,
He
he
probably-
was also in Patch Adams with Robin Williams, and he was a cocksucker, so he deserved. No, he didn't. I
Was
feel
in
bad.
Red Dragon, naked, flying down a road, glued to a wheelchair on fire, and he died there.
He was in a lot of movies.
Yeah.
He was a strange guy.
He was a wild one.
Yep.
He was a good actor, but
He was definitely a good actor.
just fat and didn't give a fuck.
I didn't like him in Patch Adams. He ruined it for me. Like, who the fuck is going to be mean to fucking
He
Robin
was fat and
Williams?
just didn't give a fuck.
He didn't care.
He didn't care.
Obviously not.
He was in what's that political one with Gosling and George Clooney?
I know what you're talking about, but
Yeah.
I don't fuck all that.
That one movie. He was in that one.
Yeah, he was in that one
Yeah.
movie, but yeah, he died, so that's pretty crazy. Heroin's crazy.
Well,
It's not
Well, it could have not been heroin. It was they just had a needle in the arm, but that's like
he
the
could
only.
have been shooting up testosterone.
Yeah, he
trying
was
to-
probably getting on roids.
Trying to get big for his next
Yeah.
role.
He's playing Bane in the new Batman.
Yeah.
New Batman and Superman.
Just trying to get big.
recently they found heroin in a kids meal. In
Oh, yeah,
Pittsburgh
McDonald's.
And
Did you hear about that?
they had like 14 overdoses in the same day because of tainted heroin.
My mom
like,
was telling me about this. Like they put around Pittsburgh, they put fentanyl and heroin, and she's like, "What a shame." And I was like, "Well, yeah, if you're doing heroin, that's a
Yeah.
shame."
Yeah, but like, do you know what happened with the heroin? Like, the one lady who worked at McDonald's was selling heroin.
selling it through, and you had
She
to
was
ask for an
selling-
extra toy or something, and that's
Yeah.
when they would put it.
Yeah, she
Oh,
was
that-
selling heroin in Happy Meals.
You asked like the Happy Meal with the extra toy.
Yeah.
Hey, can I get the Happy Meal with
Yeah.
some wild shit in
Yeah,
it? I want some wild shit.
$75.
Yeah,
Okay.
$75. Actually, it would probably it's pretty cheap.
With,
A stamp bag of heroin is $10.
Yeah, you
Is that what
wouldn't-
that is?
You would
Yeah.
know that.
I know all
Happy
kinds
Meal
of
with
weird
the syringe, please.
Yeah, Happy Meal with a syringe.
With
Thank
the
you.
tube and the syringe, please.
But
Thank you. Thank you very
heroin's
much.
wild. Definitely crazy.
Yeah, if you do heroin, you're either a musician or a scumbag. So,
Yeah. Nothing else.
nothing.
Yeah, it's a sad reality.
Philip
That
Seymour
drug-
Hoffman.
that drug-
It does
Drugs,
not make you artistic.
No.
That's it. But
Boy, I mean, you can't. It definitely does for musicians. You can't say that.
what?
Kurt Cobain. I mean, every famous musician definitely did heroin.
Doors.
Yeah, the Doors. You can't say that.
Hendrix.
If you're a musician, yeah, it does make you creative. If you're a normal person, you're just gonna die probably.
I mean, heroin shouldn't be the thing that makes you
can't
creative.
argue that.
Why can't I? It's weird.
For musicians, you can't though. Definitely, all musicians have dabbled in heroin.
Not all musicians.
No, I don't think
All the famous ones.
Not all musicians.
Yeah, I know, but a ton
I'd
of
say
them.
a good percentage
Yeah,
of
a lot of
talented
people.
musicians.
Yeah,
out
before
of the
the
70s.
before the 80s.
Led Zeppelin, you thought they didn't do heroin.
I don't know.
Rolling
no, they
Stones.
Yeah.
Rolling Stones,
Motley
you think-
Crue.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all did,
Yeah,
but Led
every-
Zeppelin. There was a lot of
Everyone dabbled in it a little bit.
Led
Drugs
Zeppelin
were,
sold their soul. I read their book, Stairway to Heaven Uncensored.
Yeah.
Pretty wild. The one time they had a groupie up in their hotel room, and they got they ordered a red snapper, like a fish.
Yeah, I've ate that.
Yeah, well, they shoved it up this girl's vagina.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That was a story in their
they're
book.
pretty big fish.
Yeah, and yeah.
They're like that.
Yeah, they're huge. But the wildest thing I read about that in the book
I'm
was
uncomfortable now.
they talked about how they sold their soul to the devil. Led Zeppelin did.
Yeah.
And the only one who didn't do it was John Bonham.
And he died.
Or no, John Paul Jones. John Paul Jones is actually still alive.
Jimmy
He was there-
Page
he was
sold
there.
his soul. He's still rocking.
Yeah, he's still rocking. He's still getting wild.
Yeah, still
But
getting wild.
they're all still. The only one who's dead is
Bonham
John Bonham. Yeah, the drummer. He was a wild man. Whenever they do,
died of throwing up in his sleep, right?
yeah, choked on his own vomit.
The old drowning pool special.
Yeah.
When
Wait,
you
Drowning
heard when
Pool?
you heard someone sit down on a drum
Lead
set
singer.
and you didn't know who was playing, but you could just hear by the way Bonham would play and how much he would slam his drums and how much he'd bring. There's no one that could play drums like that. There's no one that would, no matter what drum set he's playing, you could pick it out. I could always pick it out.
Oh,
If I
it's
could
a
just
wild-
hear drums, I'd be like,
Wild stuff.
yeah.
But Led Zeppelin is definitely the wild. They're crazy. They dabbled in some wild shit. Devil, satanic. You remember like back in the day whenever you remember E-Bombs World?
Yeah.
Well, they had like them clips of songs
What
in
was the
reverse.
other- Newgrounds. That was like the other one.
Yeah,
right?
Newgrounds.
Yeah.
I don't know if I went on that. Remember stickdeath.com?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Stickdeath.com was the funniest. I don't know if anyone remembers this. You remember Kenny's Crib?
No.
Kenny's Crib was a website that made South Park characters They made wrestlers into South Park characters.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Oh, it was hilarious.
Can I tell you the first website I was ever on? And the Chroniclers actually were the ones that showed me it?
Napster.
No. fatchicksinpartyhats.com is the
What?
website. The first website I've ever viewed was fatchicksinpartyhats.com.
That would be a Chronicers thing.
I'm going to check to see if it's still a website.
Lemonparty.com.
the
Been
old-
there.
The old Make Lemon Party, the homepage.
Yeah. That's fucked
The
up.
old classic.
Got to give
I wonder if that's
buddy
still-
Dan Snyder, Fat Dan, a shout out because he is the one who opened my eyes to the most fucked up things ever.
Shout out to Dan.
Why is it still up?
Is that
Dan the
still
man.
it?
Oh, yeah. I'm looking at
I
Fat
don't
Chicks and
see
Party
any
Hats.
party hats.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
30
God.
pages.
It's
That's
just
ridiculous.
fat chicks,
Yeah,
no
it's just-
party hats.
It's terrible.
Yeah, that is
I
terrible.
don't
It's
see
like
any
people of
party.
Walmart.
It's just really terrible photos. I'm looking at one bikini moose.
Oh, wow.
It's like people of Walmart.
I'm gonna-
See that one.
We're gonna
It's
put
terrible.
that right on the live feed right now. Oh, we can't. It won't let me.
Piss on it.
Mm.
Yeah, that's
We just watched the UFC fights from last night.
yeah, that was
UFC
crazy.
169.
Literally a few minutes ago.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why we were late. Sorry.
Yeah, we
Deal
were
with it.
watching them all.
Rogan was plenty inappropriate. And called himself retarded on national
I'm
TV.
retarded.
He said, "Hey, yeah, sorry, I'm retarded. Sorry, I'm retarded." So he's probably gonna get some help for that. I can't wait for the podcast. He's gonna talk about it probably.
There hasn't been any podcast. Do you see that? There hasn't been any Rogan podcast. There was like one Monday. That's it.
Yeah, he said there's going to be
Are
3 this
you-
week.
You stepping on my?
Who was the
yeah,
last one?
you
That Cara
stepping on
Santa
my
Maria?
court. Yeah,
Who is she? I didn't listen to that one
She's
yet.
hot.
yeah, she's a badass chick.
Who is
From,
she?
What was she on? Like CNN or something? Then
She
she
used to
quit?
be Bill Maher's girlfriend. I know that.
What,
She's like a neuroscientist, I
What
think.
talk show thing did she
I
do?
forget.
Yeah, I forget too. I don't
That's
know.
wild.
She's badass though, definitely.
Super smart, super
Yeah.
intelligent. Carries on a really good conversation.
Badass chick.
Oh, that okay, yeah, conversation. That's what gets me. I'm just kidding. But the fights were crazy.
Yeah, they were wild.
I feel bad for Faber.
I know, me too.
He
Yeah.
it's whatever. Spoilers. There's not enough people that listen to this.
Yeah, it
But
doesn't
like
matter.
Faber lost, and he shouldn't have. I mean, well, it's not like he shouldn't have. It's just like he still had. He wasn't ready yet.
The
He
fight was called.
Yeah, it was all a big misunderstanding. It's not any. It's not Herb
He
Dean's
was
fault.
on the ground, like getting hammer fisted, but he like had a hold of.
Not in a sick way.
Hammer fist.
Yeah, I don't know. He had a hold of what's his name's leg.
Yeah, and he was trying to give the thumbs up, but he couldn't see
Had
it.
a hold of Henan Barrow's leg, and as he was on the ground getting like hammer fisted, and he was like giving the thumbs up with his one hand that he was holding the leg with, while he was like defending himself from getting punched with the other arm. And he was intelligently defending himself, definitely, but I don't know. Herb Dean just couldn't see the thumbs up. I
It's
don't
all right.
know.
Herb Dean's the man, though.
Yeah, he's the best one ref out of all of them.
Real random. I'm drinking a Snapple and factual like a Snapple cap. Within 5 minutes of waking up, 50% of a dream is forgotten. When 10%, or in 10 minutes, 90% of it is forgotten. It's pretty
Not if you
wild.
wake up and write them down, or
Yeah.
do the Burt Kreischer thing and call Doug Benson and
Yeah,
leave him on the
just leave
message.
him all the voicemails.
I haven't heard. I hope something comes of it.
We should start doing like call each other and leave our dream voicemails.
Hey, I just woke up and there was a snake
Is
that was
that-
attacking me, and I got a car and I ran over it.
I've been having crazy dreams
I
recently.
didn't tell you about this, and I guess the podcast would be a good time to say
Appropriate.
this. I had a dream that us three. This is so gay. Us
You
three
dreaming
were just
about
hang-
us,
We're,
huh?
we're hanging at Rogan's house.
Oh,
he
that's
brought out a
pissed.
drawer full of these designer drugs. I had no clue what they were. They looked like Jacks, like
like
yeah,
that you
yeah,
play
but
Jack.
yeah. They,
Like
they didn't look like pills or like anything, and
Play
you just
Jacks.
chewed on them. And he was just handing them out, and I woke up. That's
that's
as
awesome.
far as that.
I did dream about
Like, he
Rogan
was just
before.
like, well, I got these, and we I remember him taking the shelf and like showing us. We were just hanging out at his house, like in front of his TV, just chilling, and that was it. That was that short.
I never had a Rogan dream. The
I had a
one-
Rogan dream. Mine was I started taking that Alpha Brain, and it was the first time. It was the first lucid dream, or no, it was the second lucid dream that I have. That Alpha Brain's like that nootropic. and
Really?
stuff
You
like
never
that.
had ones like in your childhood or anything?
Not that I can remember.
I used to have it in
really.
my childhood. I used to have a reoccurring dream.
Yeah, I used to have those and a
Well,
bunch,
I
bunch of
didn't-
lucid ones.
I didn't have any ones that I could like remember offhand, but like this one was like the wildest type of dream I've ever had. The first one I had was I took this alpha brain, and it says that if you take it, like it helps you with lucid dreaming.
Yeah, it's
so
choline.
yeah, so I
Acetylcholine.
I took it, and I had a dream that I was in like a football field, like a huge field. It was like a backyard football field.
Reliving those glory days.
So yeah, that's it. So we're sitting there, and like I was with my buddy Spice, and we were just sitting there, and I remember like me and him were talking, and then all of a sudden 2 banshees like from Halo were like there, and there was like a UFO that was like flying over
Oh
us.
yeah, you told me this.
And it was the wildest because I knew, I was like, oh, I'm jumping in one of these fucking things. So I got in a Banshee and I was flying it. And I remember being in the cockpit, like flying this thing around, like shooting at these UFOs. And like, it was just real wild. And that was a dream. But the Rogan dream that I had was the next time. And it was like after I read, or after I watched that Hunger Games movie. So it says if you want to have a lucid dream,
Jennifer
take
Lawrence.
it. Yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah, she's good looking. It says if you want to have a lucid dream, take like 6 hours before you go to bed. And I took like 3 of them for something because I wanted to have a wild one.
You should try taking like 8.
Yeah, I'll
before
die.
you go to bed.
Yeah, I'm gonna just get stuck in a dreamland.
Just to see what happens.
That's what
Stuck in dream.
Inception's about. That's what happens if you take 8 alpha brains. But so I'm sitting there and I'm in this dream and like we're walking down the road. And there's woods all beside us, and Rogan is the guy talking to us, like telling us what's happening. He's like, "All right, so you have 24 hours to stay alive. There's no rules. It's just you have to stay alive for 24 hours." And like there was like people all behind me, and it was like the Hunger Games. And I was like, "Oh fuck, this is gonna be crazy." So he was like, "All right, you got like 2 minutes to run before anyone could do anything." So we just everyone just branched out and started running. And I was like sprinting in my dream. And like before then he told us like that there was stuff that you'll find like weapons throughout the woods or something. And I remember I found shit to make like a sniper rifle. I don't know why. And then I just found things that like
I found a bunch of metal and milled it out
Yeah,
and created
dude,
a barrel.
I don't know.
and
I don't
just
know.
Found bullets.
But-
and-
My
I had
bullets.
the sniper rifle and I would pull it up to my eye to focus, and I was like seeing something like flicker on like the hill. So I would look through the scope, and I was like, this is very lucid. Like I could see everything, and like I seen someone hold.
you
this,
know, lucid means you're aware that
Control.
you're
yeah,
dreaming.
yeah.
Okay.
I knew I was dreaming, but I can control.
But you
it.
stayed in it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was still there, and like I remember I seen like this flicker, and it was like someone had a big axe, like a battle axe, and they were walking on like the crest of a hill, and I was looking through a scope, and I was like shooting at him, and I was missing, and I was like, fuck, like I have to aim, and like I literally was like aiming through there, and I like led the bullets, like I like aimed in front of him a little bit,
You
and it
gotta-
was the craziest in this dream.
Did you hit him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like I remember I hit him, and then like other wild shit happened, but I can't remember what it was, but I distinctly remember that.
Yeah.
Real crazy.
Do you ever have those dreams like where you're punching someone and
Yeah,
it's
and it doesn't
like,
do
it's
nothing?
just
Oh,
like,
Jello dreams. Yeah, you're just
like, doesn't
fighting.
do
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah,
You're
it's
like,
not one thing.
Everyone's had
why
that.
aren't I hitting hard enough?
Yeah.
What
all
is
the
this?
time.
The few times I've had lucid dreams, I notice that I'm in it, and then I get excited, and it's like so hard to like. You're just walking on a fine line, and usually it's like, oh, I'm gonna fly,
Yeah.
I'm gonna fly here, or then
Yeah,
then I
flying.
go, oh, girls, I can just hang
Yeah,
out with
well,
any girl I want.
all of my
And-
lucid dreams are basically me being aware that I can like know what I'm doing, and then me having sex with some girl.
Really, see, I can't like I'll as soon as as soon as I play with the idea that I'm in a dream right now, like it becomes even harder for me to stay in it. Like
Yeah,
I get out of it
keep
really
a
really
grasp
easy,
on it.
and then I'll wake up because for me at least it happens when I'm right on the cusp of waking up.
Waking
I'm
up
right
at-
between waking up and
Yeah,
staying
then, like
asleep.
if you go back to bed, you can sometimes
Yeah,
still
you
get
can
into
get back into it a
Yeah.
little bit. Yeah, but that's where I lose it. I can do it
Yeah.
once in a while, and choline, without a doubt, helps a ton.
I guess I have had lucid dreams because like I had a lot of like dreams where I remember I always had this reoccurring dream where I would be flying, but there was only a certain way I could start flying, and there's
Yeah,
only
that was
certain,
me too. When I was a little kid, I used to stand at the top of the stairs and fly down them, and I had that over and over. But I could never fly unless I was going from the top of the stairs.
I can
down.
never fly, but it would always be like if I jump up in the air, it's like you're up there for way long, and then you fall
Mhm,
down.
like
and
way
get
less
there,
gravity.
you get
Mine-
this weird feeling.
Mine was flying because I remember what it was is like you remember them like huge like plastic 55-gallon barrels.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's like pretty much looks like a trash can. The only
Yeah.
way I could fly was if I grabbed one of them. I swear to God, and I would like fly with it, and like it would like I guess it played like it had fuel in it, and like it would be empty, and it would like it would die out. But the only way I could stop is if I like went up to a power line and grabbed onto one. I swear to God, it was so weird.
That's wild.
But I remember having weird dreams like that. What about you? Ever have any like scary dreams, like ghosts?
I've never had a wet dream.
I used to
I
have.
have scary dreams all the time. I dream that I wreck my car, and then all the time wrecking my car, and or
Yeah.
like my car will just fall off a cliff.
I've had
And sometimes
some
it falls
wild
off a
ones.
cliff, and I can get back in it and drive it, which you realize when you wake up doesn't make any
you
sense.
thought-
I used to have dreams about like Jason from Friday the 13th all the time because when I was real young, I was like obsessed with him. Like, oh, these are cool, and I'd be him for like Halloween every year. But he'd be like in my dreams like all the time. Like I'd be like, oh shit, Jason's coming. And then last night, I was telling you, I had this wild dream. I was like about to have an MMA fight or whatever, like my first one, and like
debut fight.
it was like me and Barry and like other friends, but they weren't like real. They were just like, you know how in dreams you'll have like friends, but they aren't real friends in real life. And I was like going to that in like an hour, and then Barry was like, we gotta go to blah blah's house real quick. So I was like, okay, let's go. And then it was like like 10 minutes before my fight, and I was like, we gotta get back to there, like I'm gonna fight soon. And it was like this paintball arena, but like it was closed, but people would still play paintball in it. And you're like, yeah, this is pissed, we'll just fuck around in here. And I was like, I have to get back to wherever. And so we were there, and then people were like shooting at us or something, and then like I think we all died.
That's great. Good job.
But then
nice dream.
like after that, or maybe I survived, but it was like I was in this house and the clown from It was there.
Oh, God.
But it wasn't it didn't look like him, but it's like, you know those for like Christmas, those inflatable things people have outside, like
Yeah.
of like Santa riding a motorcycle or
Yeah.
something stupid. It was like that, but it was a clown, but it had like the voice of the clown from It. And he was saying like
Tim Curry.
He was saying shit to me, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah,
And
fuck
then,
that.
And then I woke up. I think.
I hate clowns so
Thankfully,
much.
Yeah,
They're the most terrifying things ever.
you're a clownophobe.
Yeah, I'm a
Definitely.
clownophobe.
I'm looking at my phone right now because I had a clown thing
Yeah.
to send you.
Yeah.
It says "sleep well" or something.
Oh, I got
It's
one.
really
Yeah,
frightening.
I think I
Yeah.
tagged you in one of those.
Yeah,
before.
they always do. I always get random pictures. I always get random pictures of people will send me, because everyone knows I don't like clowns, and it'll be like sleep well, and it's like a fucked up It clown under your bed or something. It's just real rude. No reason for that.
Rude.
What about you ever have any ghost experiences, Buzzy?
No, I really haven't.
Do you believe in ghosts?
No,
Yeah.
Not at
Good.
all.
I believe. No, I don't.
Yeah.
Until something can prove me different. I know people that are close to me that have moved into a house and got phone calls and static on the other line over and over and like,
Moth
freaky shit,
and
but
drink
like
cold.
never happened. to me.
Chapstick.
Chapstick. Yeah, ghosts can blow me. They can rot in hell. I'll kill a ghost. They aren't real.
Barry, I think Barry believes though, right?
I'm an absolutely a
I
believer.
think it's just people that let their mind get the best of them, or people that are easily fooled.
Yeah, you ever see The Conjuring?
No offense to you, Barry. I downloaded it. I still want to see it.
Oh,
Someone has it upstairs on Blu-ray.
It's real wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real fucked up. Yeah, I believe in ghosts, 100%. Doesn't matter.
I think that's bullshit.
Well, it's fine.
No ghost has fucked with me yet. So
What
until
about-
I'm
until
afraid
that
of no
day.
ghost.
I'm a ghost. What about
Space
aliens?
ghosts.
What about aliens?
I don't think they maybe have been here.
I
know.
don't think people.
There has to be aliens.
I don't think people get abducted and like probed by aliens.
Yeah.
But I'm sure in like the crazy universe realm that there's like some other type of life in
Without a doubt.
in the galaxy or
Yeah,
universe.
I'm definitely a stereotypical
But
believer.
I don't.
of
I don't
wild
think
shit.
people get abducted all the time and whatnot.
You thought?
Yeah. I don't think like there was a big Roswell cover up.
I was fighting with my parents when I was a little kid. I think I might have been like 14, 15. Yeah, younger probably. And it was right when they finished the waterfront. But I was leaving my house like pissed off at my parents because we got in a big argument. And I walked outside and I started walking away from my house. And I looked up and there was these lights racing across the sky, and I almost shit my pants. It was so fucking scary, and I thought for sure there was UFOs. But it was just lights from the grand opening of the Lowe's Theater in the waterfront, and it was lights reflecting off the clouds.
Yeah, you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive. There was 3 of them, and they moved in the same exact thing.
I had one experience where I think that I did see something with an alien, and it wasn't just me who seen it. My cousin was with me. Actually, my 2 cousins were with me. And it was like the wildest thing I've ever seen. They live in Acme, PA, which is like by Seven Springs.
Okay.
They have like
Acme Acres.
Yeah, they have like 50 acres probably. And we always would play deck hockey outside on their driveway. They have this huge driveway, and it was probably like it was pitch black because like up there's no like lights. So the only lights that were on were the ones like facing down on the driveway, and it was some wild shit. So we see in the distance like a red light, and it looked like a red light from like a cell tower, and then like I swear to God, like it was just sitting there for hours. Like we were playing hockey for hours.
Man.
Yeah, you thought, but we looked, and I asked my cousin, I was like, "Is that a cell phone tower over there?" Because it just was sitting there, but it wasn't blinking. It was just like they usually blink. This light was just on, and he was like, "No." He was like, "I honestly have no idea what that is." He was like, "There's never been anything like that over there." So it was probably like 9:30, and we were getting ready to go in, and we were just staring at it the whole time. And he had the telescope in his, like, they have a real sick telescope. So I was like, "Dude, go get your telescope," like, because I was just like, I just wanted to look at it.
Yeah, I wanted
Did you
to
see an alien in the spaceship flying?
Yeah, he went
around?
like this. He went, "Peace." No,
Hey.
he brought it out, and like as soon as like we set it down and we were like going to look at it, I swear to God, on my grandfather's grave, my cousin was there too. It literally just went up in the air and it was gone.
That's
I
frightening.
think that people's minds can just play tricks on them, though. Cause
It was 2 people. It was both of us.
yeah, but that can definitely happen too. Because I've been in my woods before, back when I had woods and stuff, just like by myself, and I could have swore that I saw like it's when I was real obsessed with Mothman and whatnot, like in middle school, like reading all kinds of like Mothman sightings online and stuff, like completely obsessed, retarded. And like I was by myself, like deep in my woods, because I was all about like
Deep.
airsoft and whatnot, you know, like building sick forts and stuff out of wood.
Yeah.
And I saw like a giant like moth thing, and I like ran home, you know, because I was all scared. But I knew it was in my mind. Like I knew it wasn't really there. Like in retrospect, I know I was just seeing shit because I was scared, you know. And I think that people don't like they can't accept that, like that their mind fucks with them because they're scared of things, you know.
I mean,
You understand what I'm saying?
I mean, we definitely seen these lights, and I was sitting there. We were both there. Like all 3 of us seen it. All 3 of us seen this light, and it was there for like hours. His dad came out, and we said like, "Oh, is that like a cell phone tower?" And then like it was just hours later we were about to go in, and then we seen it. It was fucked up. Definitely was wild.
Could be a stealth bomber or something. For
Maybe.
the military.
Harrier jet.
Yeah,
I'm afraid of everything though. I'm terrified of everything. Like
That's true.
We what are some other funny things? That same place up at my cousin's up at Seven Springs. I was probably like 12 maybe. Well, they had someone who lived on their property. His name was Jason, and he had a girlfriend named Jen.
Wear a hockey mask.
Jason
No.
Voorhees by
No,
chance?
he was the man actually. His girlfriend worked up at the ropes course at Seven Springs, and I don't even want to tell this because it was just stupid. Like now, if I think about it, but we were terrified. Like we all slept under one bed. We were so scared, and she said that like she was working there, and this kid like came up and she was like putting everyone through these ropes course, and there was a kid there who was wearing like a trench coat type thing, and she was like, "Oh, you
That
need
was
to take
Neo.
yeah." She's like, "Oh, you need to take off your jacket to put the harness on," and the kid like wouldn't do it, and she was asking him why, And we're just gonna quit this story because it's just fucked. It's just fucked.
You might as well finish it now.
Yeah, you can't tease us.
No, because it sounds so dumb now, and we were terrified. Okay,
That's why we want you to tell
I'm
us.
sure
all right,
it's
so,
dumb. Let's hear
so
it
she
then.
told us. She told us that this kid didn't want to take off his trench coat. She said why, and he said that he wasn't allowed. She asked, like, why, and he was like, because I'm not allowed to. They're not allowed to see, or you're not allowed to see my wings. He said he had fucking wings. And like it was just so stupid.
Next,
And, like,
next story.
We were no.
That's
We
the
were.
end of that one.
That's what I'm saying. We were young, and I was so fucking scared. Like me and my cousins were so scared whenever they said this. But now it's just so stupid.
Slow clap.
Definitely was stupid.
Hey, you know what? Fuck
Oh,
off.
Bear, we're just
I
messing
think we
with
all
you.
have like shit that like from back in the day that our like our minds just like
Yep.
fuck around with.
Yeah, it's real weird.
Like whenever it would play airsoft in the woods and stuff, I'd be like constantly paranoid about those like the monsters from the village. Like I'd always be like off on my own,
Yeah.
because I play airsoft solo. I run around like a badass, but I'd always think like, oh fuck, like what if I could like envision like the monsters from the village like around me,
the pig heads
and that
wearing the red cloaks.
I know it's just like my mind fucking with me, but be like, oh shit. And I'd be real scared about it.
It's because it's fucked
So,
up. There's fucked up things.
I think everyone's minds just get scared by things, and they have to just like come to terms with them. You can't let your mind
Do one-eans
play
fart?
tricks on you. No.
Because it smells like asparagus.
Oh my god, I smell it, and wasn't me. It had to be he who denied it, supplied it.
I honestly
I
didn't.
feel like it doesn't smell like a fart though.
No, it smells like something else.
Like food.
There was pizza upstairs.
It smells like asparagus.
Yeah, it's food related. We have
yeah,
vents in here.
Food out of someone's
Is
ass.
that a vent maybe?
I have no idea, but
Yeah,
whatever.
that's a unique smell. Yeah,
I mean, I would have said I don't think it smells bad necessarily.
it's just odd.
Yeah, it's an odd smell. The smelly smell of something that smells smelly.
The old rat smell.
You know they're canceling SpongeBob after like 30 years.
I didn't know it was still going on.
I guess Antoinette watches it. Fucking ridiculous.
It's still continued.
Yeah,
like, since our childhood?
they still make new episodes. So that's
like
ridiculous.
every year since we've been young. Or no?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
It's an empire.
Wow.
She's told me about
I
it. They
didn't know
make
that.
all kinds of money.
I know they. What's his name that did Patrick's voice? Wasn't it like a football player?
Patrick Starr.
Nah, the real guy.
I don't know. What was
It was like a famous dude, and then they replaced his voice. And I was
you
like,
sure?
Yeah.
who knows?
Should I look this up?
I don't think it was that cool anyway.
It died out as I got older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your favorite cartoon ever?
Oh, that's a tough one. I hate doing favorites. I don't know. I'd have like a top 5.
What's your top 5?
That's even hard.
It's not hard.
Batman,
I
Batman the animated series, definitely number 1. Probably.
with the clay dude.
Clayface.
Yeah.
I mean, he was in there. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that
All the Batman villains were in there.
it's true. I didn't think it was that cool though.
There were so many good ones. I loved it, and I like watched that in the Adam West like real one,
Yeah.
all the time.
I thought Rocco's. I didn't.
Rocco's
wasn't a fan,
Modern
but
Life?
Rocco's Modern Life was
Oh,
fucked
so
up.
good.
Yeah,
It was
he
fucked
worked
up.
in an adult. He worked in a
There's-
sex call place.
There's so many adult themes
Oh,
that
yeah,
you'll
so
catch like
many.
when you're
Yeah,
older.
That's
I
not
couldn't
even that
imagine
bad
watching-
compared to the worst one ever is Ren and Stimpy.
You
Yeah,
remember?
yeah.
You remember the Rocco's episode that's like from The Shining? Like it's based on The Shining. Like like he's at the
sure.
bar and he'll see like the dude, like in the bar that Jack Nicholson's in The Shining. I forget it, but and then there's like the two people on the 2 girls on the tricycles going down the hallway.
Yeah,
There was an episode just like
I
that.
do remember that.
Yeah.
where they hint it. Yeah.
It was
There's
so
a lot of
cool.
fucked up shit. My favorite cartoons ever were definitely Hey Arnold, Doug.
Hey Arnold and Doug, yeah, for sure.
Hey Arnold, Doug.
Angry Beavers.
I didn't like that too much.
All of that. Well, that wasn't a cartoon. All that.
Hey Arnold, Doug,
Uh,
Rocket Power.
Kablam.
No. Hey Arnold, Doug, Rocket Power, Rugrats,
Yeah.
and I feel like I'm forgetting one. I liked Our Real Monsters.
Yeah, that was a
That
good
was
one.
real pissed with Crumb.
Yeah, Crumb and Iggy. I don't remember their names.
Who knows?
Yeah.
But they were all pissed.
Yeah, they were all cool.
I can't even think of really any other ones.
Yeah, Doug was definitely one of my favorites.
I was big into Sesame Street
Yeah.
when I was a kid.
That was a good
Not
one.
a cartoon, but
I like the X-Men ones too. Did you see Channing Tatum's playing Gambit? They're making a Gambit, a solo movie with Gambit. You know
are
who
you
that
sure?
is?
I thought that some director dude said that he would like to have Channing Tatum.
No, he said he said Channing Tatum's on board to play
but
Gambit.
it's not official yet.
It
I
just
feel
said-
like I saw like some dude say he wishes he
Are
had.
you googling it?
Yeah.
Yeah, find this out. Let's find this out.
Because I'd be disappointed. Because Channing Tatum is not a Gambit.
I don't.
It says
Yeah, I don't
Channing
care.
Tatum would like to.
Yeah, I think that's what I heard. But the dude who played Gambit in the last Wolverine movie
Was not pissed.
cool at all.
Yeah,
so
not at all.
I feel
And
like
they completely ruined
I feel like
Gambit
anything would be an upgrade
with his
so.
magic cards that would float around. The best
Well,
person
he
to ever.
always had magic cards. Gambit had magic cards.
No, but not, he didn't make them like float. He just threw them.
He shot him at like supersonic speed.
Yeah, but like
Kinda the same thing.
no, it's not him sitting there going like this and they're all floating around. No, you thought. Anyway, the best
Yeah,
person to
he
ever
sucked
play
in that movie.
Gambit would be Luke Perry. Compared to what Gambit was like in the cartoon series, would be Luke Perry.
I don't know if
Well,
I'd
they-
pick Luke Perry.
I just read that they had someone in there at the end of X-Men Origins. His
Was-
role,
What?
Gambit's role was already filled by Kitsch, Kitschch, in a previous film.
Is that a rapper or something?
Kitsch's portrayal of Gambit did receive mixed reactions from fans, largely because his long-awaited.
He was in
appearance was so brief.
the Wolverine Origins movie.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was just weird. I don't know.
Stupid. Not good at all.
Wolverine just beat him up pretty much. Which is what Hugh Jackman would do in real life if he fought that guy.
Yep.
Yeah.
But Gambit was definitely
I'm
my
pumped
favorite.
for the. I never liked him.
I thought he was the man.
I was like, I don't know, Wolverine, Colossus. Those were my two favorites.
Yeah, he was
probably.
cool. I like Nightcrawler. I thought he was awesome.
Kenny liked Nightcrawler too.
Never mind, I don't like Nightcrawler then.
But I'm pumped for the new X-Men movie though.
I don't think I've seen
Yeah, you didn't see the one before. The
First Class.
yeah, that's real good. Michael Fassbender is Magneto, just a badass.
Yeah, that's
So
I
cool.
like him. Isn't Jennifer Lawrence in First Class?
She's Mystique.
Yeah, I
who,
don't.
who Rebecca Romaine Stamos was before.
Yeah, I know who Mystique is.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know if you know all these.
I was an X-Men fan.
But yeah, she's Mystique in it. And she's just hot.
You know who's a real big X-Men fan?
So is Rebecca Romaine Stamos. so
My
is
brother.
Mystique.
My
Yeah.
brother loves X-Men.
Yeah.
Rebecca Romaine Stamos is hot though. Very,
Badass.
very good looking.
Shout out to John Stamos for
Yeah.
keeping that down for as long as he did.
John Stamos.
John Stamos gets a hit there.
How about in? I just watched the entire series of Entourage in like the past 2 weeks. It's like
Sounds like someone needs a hobby.
a ridiculous amount. Well, I would just
good
what I
show.
do is I go to work and then I'll come home and like before I go to bed I'll watch like 3 hours of it, and because they're only half-hour
Yeah,
episodes.
binge watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, and like the one day on Monday I was sick, so I took off work and I literally watched 11 hours
the con
of Entourage.
hangover.
Yeah, I was so fucking sick the next day. I didn't even feel that bad Sunday, but I woke up Monday and I thought I was
Yeah,
gonna die.
It was delayed. Yeah, I felt
My
like shit,
brain
too.
felt like it was getting ripped apart. It was terrible.
Yeah.
But I watched like 11 hours, but I finally finished it. But John Stamos was in the last season and he was a ping pong.
Oh, you're
master.
right. Yeah,
yeah, he
I
was playing
forgot
ping
about
pong.
that. Yeah.
It was hilarious. They were making some funny ass shit.
Yeah, that was a good show.
I'm upset that it's over, but the movie's
You
supposed
see-
to come out.
You see, there's like the
This
Full
year.
House reunion thing happening.
Yeah, I
didn't
think it
see
was
that.
only for the
Like Jimmy Fallon or
well,
in the Super Bowl commercial.
yeah, the Super Bowl. You talk like Schaub, Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Super bye.
I don't care about the Super Bowl. So
Wish we had
it
a
doesn't
Super
really
Bowl.
matter.
Get it?
Could not care less about.
So
the
the
Super Bowl.
big one of the most popular memes I've seen online is that 2 of the states that legalize marijuana are in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's a big meme.
Washington and Denver. people were like, dude, the Super Bowl, get it? Like a Super Bowl?
What are the two teams?
The Denver Broncos and the Seahawks.
Yeah, definitely don't care who wins.
Yeah, I mean, Floyd Mayweather put $10.4 million on the Broncos, cash money.
I hope they lose then.
No, they're gonna win. I bet you they win.
Yeah, I really
The
don't.
commercials are gonna be pissed.
I don't care.
Yeah, Barry has been talking about the commercials all day.
That's what I
He's
watch it for
stoked
every
on it.
year. Commercials, because all
And
the
food.
commercials
You
are
grub,
wild.
You grub a ton?
Oh yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do for the Super Bowl this year though. I think I don't know. We're probably gonna. Are we gonna get food after this?
Yeah, I'm pretty hungry, so
Yeah, we should definitely get
we
food
should
after
definitely
this.
eat. Yeah.
Oh yeah. What I meant to say, these next few weeks we're gonna have some pretty wild
Yeah,
episodes.
What's the lineup here?
Next week we are supposed to have my tattoo artist.
Michael Patrick, right?
Yeah, he was supposed to be there this week, but we had miscommunication. And it's supposed to be next week. Michael Patrick is going to be here, and he's a very, very big, popular tattoo
And
artist. in
Barry
Pittsburgh.
is getting the PodRatz tattoo on his
Tattooed
chest.
On his chest.
Yes.
Dude, I would for
You
real
heard it here
get a
first.
tattoo of something wild.
This is a little teeny one.
Me and Dylan are getting tattoos of something wild.
I don't know
Yeah, we are.
where I'd get it on me.
Anywhere. You
Tramp
can get it
stamp,
on
bro.
your thigh.
Tramp
You
stamp.
can get it on your thigh. No one would see it. That way, during your first MMA fight, it'll just pop up and it'll be a big rat or a cat holding
yeah.
it.
A big rat or a cat.
Wear the GSP high shorts. the
Yeah.
real tight ones.
Has to be a 3-letter animal. Dog.
hog.
Rat, bat, cat. No, but he's gonna come in and he's gonna talk to us. He is a he's a big nerd.
Super talented. I've seen his work.
He's very talented. I have a
very
whole
talented.
leg of his work. Probably like over 40
Probably
hours.
one of the most, for our age group, like, I know more people he's done work on than any other
Oh
tattoo
yeah,
artist.
that's why I went to him.
Melissa's got work done. You have.
I've known Dan, my buddy Chris, Zach, Rob. I can name 10 people right now who's got work done by him. My buddy Zach has literally his entire body, almost not his entire body, but like he got both arms, like has tattoos on both arms, legs, everything. He has a Goonies sleeve on his leg, but it's not done yet. I wish he would get it done because it's fucking awesome. But Michael Patrick and
Yeah, he's next week. Who,
yeah, he's like a nerd. He's awesome. He does he's real big into Star Wars, and he's very, very talented. He just does he
we'll
does
have to
these
talk about Star Wars.
he does these fucking paintings of lightsabers.
Yeah.
Oh, they're so sick, and they're gone in like he'll paint them, put them on his Instagram. They'll be gone in like 10 minutes. People buy them all the time. But him, then like I think the week after we have,
Our
Dri-
band friends coming.
yeah, Drish and Matt Bean and Tom Chorba.
Who's that?
And they're in a band, and
Okay.
they're doing
We're
our
gonna do our theme
Intro,
song.
yeah.
yeah, and they're like an old school like. Whenever they asked what I wanted our theme song to be, I said a mix between White Stripes, Led Zeppelin, The Doors, Rolling Stones, like a mix between all that, and Nine Inch
So
Nails.
you should have just said classic rock, maybe.
No, it's not all classic rock. Like
Nine
it's-
Inch Nails is throws it off a little bit.
yeah, and
Their own
White Stripes.
category.
Yeah, White Stripes has a little bit, but they're gonna make something awesome. I'm pretty sure. But it's pretty much all them mixed.
I have faith in them.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. Tom, their lead singer, is like awesome. Like he got some awesome stage presence. Like
What are they called?
the I always mess it up.
Tahiti.
Today. Hold on, let me look it up. Because I don't want to give credit to something that's not.
It's 419, bro.
What?
Nothing.
Oh yeah, 419. Let's get high.
Let's drink wine.
That's what Doug
Yes.
Benson says. There you are. I was gonna say this is more, but I knew it was wrong. There you are. But they are a band from Pittsburgh, and they are online and stuff like that on Reverb Nation. You should
They
check
are-
them out.
they
They're
are
pretty
pissed.
good. Definitely wild. But we're gonna have them do the intro music, and he actually just printed up stickers for us. So
Yep.
we're gonna have some stickers out
Real piss stickers.
for all the people that or listen to this, the 2 people probably. They're probably less than that.
4 listeners.
Yeah.
When's Dave coming on?
The week after.
Okay, because we had to cancel last
Yeah.
week because the 6-hour drive
Yeah.
weather.
We need to get Dan on
conditions.
soon too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dan said he will. Can you see how many people are watching this? Probably none.
What are you gonna say? I'm gonna go with 3 to
2.
4.
I'm saying 2.
I don't know. You might be able to see.
I'm saying 2 people.
Is it on Ustream? Right.
Yes.
I think you can see that.
Do 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 do.
Like 2 friends and 1 person who typed in like the wrong URL.
yeah,
got
yeah.
redirected.
Yep.
Right. He's like, "What is this?"
Yep.
Just Dan Snyder tweeting the porn stars nonstop.
Yeah, Dan.
Doesn't give up.
He's gonna be on.
He's trying.
Jamie Kennedy tweeted him back the other day.
That's
Oh,
funny.
he got a direct message from Brie Olson. Who told me he was real stoked on that. That was
Not
probably-
Brie Olson.
Yes, he showed me.
I stopped following her because I followed her because like her and the Charlie Sheen thing.
And
But
she has a wild cat.
She's just a boring Twitter person.
Her
Like,
cat's wild too. Though.
and Highmark.
47 total, and
A
I
system-wide
think I'm the only one
contract
watching it
with
live right
UPMC
now. It
Won't
says
give all
one.
Highmark members
47
affordable
thoughts?
in-network
We got-
access to UPMC
Wait,
after
what's that?
2014.
47 people.
47 people have
Because
tuned
Highmark would
in.
make UPMC
Today?
too expensive, with big fees on their members who
There's a
choose
total.
UPMC
Total, I
over
think.
Highmark's customers.
Of course.
Want proof?
Can't even
Highmark's
break
already
100.
There's a bunch of
promised
comments
device in your
from
health
Eric
system in Central
Matthews,
PA.
What did
Choose a
this say?
plan with full,
What did Eric
affordable,
Matthews say?
Brian
in-network access to
Skagline
UPMC after
saying,
2014.
yeah, JT. Someone said Paul Blart Mall Cop. You guys should sing Kiss from a Rose a cappella.
Who's saying that?
Get a full rack. Someone said, everyone's just get Kenny. He's an expert on so much stuff.
Wow.
Shave
funny.
just your mustache on camera.
Shave just your mustache? They thought. I'm
Kate
never-
Winslet, Groundhog Day, Jeff Goldblum, Dallas Buyers Club. I think, so these people are live trying to help us out. They don't realize, because I remember talking about Dallas Buyers Club. And so they're obviously trying to talk to us,
before,
but they don't realize that, one, I don't look at this ever. And it's delayed a few
Yeah.
seconds. So even if you're going to try.
Well, if anyone's
It'd be
watching
funny
this,
though,
they
yeah.
should tweet at us now because that would be pretty cool.
We appreciate the feedback.
Yeah, because like you said, we're just spitballing here.
Any-
another
anyone
thing.
who listens needs to watch the show True Detective on HBO. 'Cause-
Shoe Detective.
True Detective, because it's real good. Matthew McConaughey, Woody Harrelson, they just kill it.
Oh, yeah.
Such a good show.
Real wild stuff.
Episode 4 is out tonight, I believe, on HBO.
Yeah, just like our podcast, probably up tomorrow. or
Yeah,
the
we're
next
on the
day.
same schedule as True Detective.
Yeah,
actually. Well, actually, we're one behind.
We're trying to get. You got any of that wine left over there?
That's a negative.
Oh, jeez.
Dang, nabbit.
Jeez.
We just hit an hour.
an hour already.
Yeah, already. That went
We
quick.
got the old 30 minutes to go.
Yeah. We like to keep them around an hour and a half so we could get an old happy hour after this.
Yeah, I
But Super
can't wait to
Bowls.
eat. I'm
like-
fucking
oh
hungry.
yeah, it's gonna be good stuff.
We're
But,
eventually gonna get this just the audio only, so you can just download the audio and like listen to it.
Yeah.
You know, at work or in the car or something.
Fucking RSS.
Just
So-
gotta get it.
So what's going on with this studio? Like, I feel like you need to plug it a little bit more. Do you
Okay,
do you
well-
actually like? Are
In
you
a
ready to
hardware
record
store.
people?
We're
now?
ready to rock.
Ready to rock.
We got 16 channels of audio in and 10 out right now with the easy ability to rent a piece of gear and have as many more as we need. And it's called Terra Oka Recordings, and we're housed in the hardware store, which is where we're broadcasting
Where'd
from
that name
right
come
now.
from?
The hardware store?
No, Terra Oka.
Terra Oka is a play. It means hollow earth, and it's making fun of people who believe the earth's hollow.
Hollow.
It's Portuguese. Terra Oka means hollow earth. And just stuck with it since high school. No one knows what it means, and that's what the circle, the logo, is like. There's the core of the
Yeah,
earth
and
in the
it's
middle. And
hollow.
there's
I
like
get it, yeah.
two
Yeah.
poles on top and bottom.
Did you make that name up?
Get it.
Yep. I put hollow earth in a Google translator and picked the best sounding
Translation.
Yeah,
It's pretty
translation.
wild.
But yeah, it's just making fun of people that believe reptiles live underneath us.
Reptile people.
Who believes that?
A bunch
Some
of crazy
people
fucking.
believe in that conspiracy
Yeah.
theory, like that reptile people like control the earth. you ever read about that before?
No.
Like people legit believe that there's like these reptilian people
Mhm.
who are in like human disguise that control the world.
This is real?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
real.
Who believe? What is there like a?
There's
The
all
hollow
kinds
Earth
of stuff.
hypothesis proposes that the planet Earth is either entirely hollow or otherwise contains a
Wait, is this like a
substantial
religion or
interior-
something like
interior
that?
space. No. The scientific community has dismissed this notion since at least the late 18th century. The concept of a hollow Earth recurs many times in folklore and is the premise of subterranean fiction, a subgenre of adventure fiction. It's also featured in present-day pseudoscientific and conspiracy theories.
Well,
Ancient history, Hitler thought the Earth was hollow.
He
Tons of
died.
books.
This is real?
People think there's a sun inside the middle of the Earth.
Reptile people and Hollow Earth are like their own things, though. They aren't related, right?
I want to know about these reptile people. That's what I want to know about. Like, I've never heard about this.
Rogan was gonna have the dude on his podcast, but like the dude doesn't like to talk about it anymore.
What's his name?
Who like created it? I don't know.
He created his own thing.
Well, he was the one who like started the reptile people conspiracy.
I want to read into this a little bit more.
It's funny. People believe it. Well, some people,
I don't
You know
know
what
what I
else is-
just did to
not
the
the
computer.
brightest people.
What is it? We have
Fixed
we're,
it.
We're off live
Fixed
feed.
it, bro. No, we're good.
Hey, we're here. We're
back.
What was I to say? You know, it's real fucked up that I think about Scientology. Outrageous.
Tom Cruise has got it on lockdown.
Will Smith, Tom Cruise, John Travolta, they're all there. What the fuck? I just want to shake them. I just want to say,
I
what
just
are
want
you,
to shake them.
what are you doing?
It's just like a cult thing.
Yeah. Well, they fucking thought that someone crashed into a volcano and a volcano shot out parts of an alien.
What's the alien name? What is that? I
Forget. I know that you get your thetan levels.
Zordon.
Yeah.
Zordon, that's it.
Is it really?
No, Zordon was the guy from Power Rangers.
Oh, as ADD as this conversation is, I just remembered what I was talking about before I went on the Hollow Earth thing. But yeah, Terraoka Recordings. We have a full-out recording studio here, podcast studio,
Yeah.
and a big, huge 20-foot green screen and multiple rooms and conference rooms and
Yeah, it's gonna be wild.
isolation booths. And
We'll be bringing
Yeah.
the green screen into the PodRatz podcast.
yeah, we're planning on as soon as we have too many people to fit in this small room that we broadcast from,
We have a few ideas. It
Yeah.
works
Oh yeah.
take things to bigger venues.
out
Mm-hmm.
into space.
You see any good movies lately, Buzzy?
Captain Phillips, bro.
I watched it last night.
Cried at the end.
Did you?
Yeah, his acting is pretty damn freaking. I watched it on my
Who's?
phone.
Tom Cruise?
Yeah,
Or
not
Tom Hanks, I mean, not Tom Cruise.
Hanks.
You cried?
Yeah, when he was getting all like choked up at the very whatever happens at the end.
Everyone knows it was a big story.
Yeah.
I didn't see it
But-
yet. I don't
but-
know what happens.
Yeah, I don't,
You asked me what was going on with the snipers.
Oh, I said, was it cool when they came in? Because that's what
Oh
someone
yeah,
said.
I mean like,
Yeah.
well, all right. Well, I understand, but
But he's coming out of things and he's upset and the acting was really good and I.
it's because it's
was
Tom
up-
Hanks.
I was upset with
don't
him.
ruin it for me.
Yeah, okay. Well, I went to go see that awkward moment movie with Zac Efron and Miles Teller.
Stupid.
It was fucking awesome.
I thought you were gonna say awful.
No, dude, it's so good. I'm a real big.
I still have not seen Wolf of Wall Street.
I'm a big
on.
rom com.
How
guy.
about, listen, you know when we were talking about Wolf of Wall Street and we were saying how like it's Goodfellas with meets
Quaaludes?
the, no, you remember how we were
Yeah.
saying it's Goodfellas with the stock market in it?
Yeah.
I was listening to Doug Loves Movies with Greg Fitzsimmons on it, and they were talking about that and how I said it was Stockfellas, and that's exactly what Greg Fitzsimmons said. He's like
Stockfellas?
Stockfellas, because it's like the wolf.
Oh,
it's like
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas on, with stocks.
Yeah.
And Greg Fitzsimmons was like, "Yeah, Stockfellas," and I was like, "I said that."
Yeah, yins are meant to be.
He stole my joke. Yeah, joke thief.
Yeah, that was an achievement. You got an achievement. Take credit for a joke. Quaaludes.
Yeah, you need to see Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, it's real pissed.
I saw The Counselor last night. It was real good.
Yeah, I don't even. What's that about?
Do you hear that? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
It's came out a couple months ago. It's like Michael Fassbender, Brad Pitt, Cameron Diaz, Penelope Cruz, Javier Bardem, and it's like
I'm just kidding.
yeah, it's Michael Fassbender's this lawyer, and Javier Bardem's like a drug dealer dude, and Fassbender gets involved in like shady shit, but he's like making a lot of money, so he's like, yeah, I'm going for it. But they're like involved with the Mexican drug cartel, and shit just gets out of hand. Mm-hmm. It's so wild though.
Yeah, that's wild stuff. I'd watch it.
It's real like I watched the unrated one last night. So I don't know what
Is it vulgar?
the normal one is. Yeah, the first scene is like.
Don't tell us. Don't tell us.
No, it's not any.
Spoiler
It's
alert.
not important to the plot. The first scene is Michael Fassbender and Penelope Cruz like under a sheet in bed.
Nice.
And she's saying like, "I want you to finger fuck me," and I'm like, "What? The, holy shit!" Like,
That's pretty wild.
This is wild. And then another scene is Javier Bardem is like this like millionaire dude, and so is Cameron Diaz, and he's like in a. They're parked in a, I don't know, some like expensive Corvette or like convertible car, and Javier Bardem like stays in the car, and Cameron Diaz like gets out of the car and like walks up on top of it, and like takes her underwear off. And
She still look good?
Pretty good, yeah. And she starts like grinding on the hood, like the windshield of the car with like without underwear on, and it's
Nice.
just so wild. She like has sex with the car. It's a vulgar movie.
Nice.
Sounds like I want to watch
It's
it
good
more
though.
than I...
Brad Pitt's real sick in it. He has that long ass hair and like he has a cowboy hat on. He's so funny in it.
What was I gonna say? Fuck. I just had it.
Movies.
Oh yeah, movies.
Movies, bro.
That Awkward Truth was pissed though. Should definitely see that. You ever see Savages?
No, I've heard good things.
Yeah, you need to
That's
watch it.
It's a good one.
drug dealers, right?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite movies.
Mexico. Did
Mexican
anyone see
cartel.
Gravity?
No, my cousin seen it. He said it's awesome.
That's something to bitch about.
Still
Went
on
to
my
Lowe's.
to-do list.
Went to Lowe's Theater.
Oh, you saw
Paid
it?
for IMAX 3D. 3D IMAX, the most expensive fucking movie theater you can see down there. And the dickhead gives me glasses. So we go in. And I'm looking at the screen,
It's not
and
in 3D.
everything is in 2. I could see 2 at the back, and I was like, I have the glasses on, and I could tell, like, taking the glasses off that, oh, yeah, that should be 3D because there's 2 with stereo. And turns out real 3D glasses don't work for IMAX 3D movies. And Lowe's ruined my experience.
Got robbed.
But I wasn't man enough to go complain after the movie and said,
I
hey.
don't understand it. What do you mean?
So you can
Wasn't
go and
3D.
pay for real 3D movie. It's called Real 3D is the kind. And they have separate glasses and the IMAX 3D. There's 2 separate 3D programming, I guess.
So they do have.
So the
both.
glasses are completely different.
Well,
And he
they-
gave me the wrong ones. So we went.
You
and
watched the
and
whole
we-
movie in that?
45 minutes of it, and then I went and got the right glasses and was like, oh my god, this is
Was
what
the
I've been
movie
missing
good?
the whole time.
Do you like it?
It was okay.
Yeah.
Is worth seeing.
If you had the right glasses,
Oh, we
and
didn't.
the right
we didn't
temp-
fucking tell you. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
you had the right prefix before seeing it. Like
Yeah.
if you were feeling pretty good, maybe a drink or so,
Yeah.
something, anything else, you'd be feeling good. It's good. It's
Uh,
good. It puts you in. It makes you feel like you're there. Like it's the most realistic of the space movies.
That's wild. We went to go see Lone Survivor.
Lone Survivor.
Mark Wahlberg.
Okay. Yeah.
That
You
was
went
a
and saw
cool-
that 2 Sundays ago after here, right?
So pissed.
yeah.
The wildest.
This is a good one. Yeah.
It made me like at the end. I cried at the end. No big deal.
I thought I did because I didn't
Yeah. Well, he's weird. That's why. And he has.
didn't think it was that sad.
My cousin cried too. No big deal. Anyway.
Well, it's called Lone Survivor, so you have this inclination that only one of them is going to survive.
Yeah,
at
but
the
it
end.
doesn't. I'm not talking about that. What gets you is like they put up all the pictures and stuff like that of the actual people, and like it's just like it's kind of fucked up because you think of all the people that are over there, and it's not that I never cared about everyone over there like serving our country. It's
Yeah.
just like you just never really like sit there and think about it. Like, yeah, I appreciate it. I would never do it because this government and country is fucked.
Yeah, I just think it's kind of stupid. Like, I risk my life for this country, but it's like,
Yeah.
why are we even over there
Yeah, because
killing
it's
people?
it's
'Cause
fucked up anyway.
It's not like they are here killing us. We have to defend the country. It's like we're going there to kill people. And
No, it's for defense,
Yeah.
guys. It's
Yeah.
for defense.
Yeah,
I just
they-
don't really agree
they
with all
all-
that.
Sounds
They-
more like offense to me. Yeah.
Yeah, they all thought.
They thought.
But we saw this movie and it was just fucking crazy. I advise you to watch it. Then after I got out of the movie theater, I'm like sitting there all depressed, kinda, feel all weird about it, and I'm just like, man, like that was crazy. So what I did is I go home and I like Google the real guy, like
Yeah.
Marcus Luttrell is his
Yeah.
name, and that's who Marky Mark played, and it was the wildest. Some of the shit that I read about him is crazy. Whenever he came back from Afghanistan, they gave him a therapy dog.
He has like real bad PTSD. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, well, they gave him a therapy dog, all right? You cool?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, they gave him a therapy dog, and it was a golden retriever. It was a real nice one. Name's Daisy, and it was like a couple months after he came back, and he lived on a farm with his mom. And he said he would just let the dog run around all day or like all night. There was a fenced-in place, and he woke up to a gunshot. All right, so of course he wakes up, grabs 2 9mm Berettas, and he said he
grabbed 2. That's dumb.
Don't have to reload.
Why?
Neo in the Matrix or something.
Why not? I would be strapped. That's besides the point.
That's stupid.
You're stupid for thinking. Why would you grab 2 guns? God.
Because this isn't the Matrix. This is real life.
What if there's you need 2 guns?
No one dual wields in real life.
2 guns?
He's literally one of the most decorated soldiers
Yeah.
in the entire
I'm
world.
sure he wasn't out there dual wielding when he was fighting Iraqis.
Probably has one in his back. If I was a cop, I'd have 2 guns.
And he probably only held one at a time.
All right, we're done talking about this because that's besides the point. It doesn't matter how many guns he had. He was strapped up and ready to go. All right, and he's a trained killer. So he goes out he checks on his mom, goes out back, and he said he goes down the right side of the tree line to like see what was going on because he's seen like car lights out front. But it was like he has like a long field, like a driveway.
Okay.
So he goes down the tree line and he like looks over and he like sees like these guys standing outside this car, and he like goes and like runs over and they like see him and he couldn't get a shot off, he said. So they got in the car and they booked, and he had his keys and he like ran over to the car after they took off, and he see that they fucking just killed his dog. They just the one dude had a .357 Magnum. They just shot his dog.
Why did they kill his dog?
I'll tell you.
That's not very
So he
nice.
gets in his truck and he starts chasing after them. It's pursuit. And if you look online, the entire 911 call is recorded and they have it online. So he chased this car through 4 counties, and he calls 911. He's like, "Hi, my name's Marcus Luttrell. Some people just killed my dog, and I'm in pursuit right now." And they're like asking like, "What happened? Like, do you know what happened? What's going on?" And they're like, "Oh, they're in this Honda. It's 3 people. They're armed. They killed my dog." He was like, "I woke up from the gunshot." She was asking him. She was like, "Well, I don't want you to." She was like, "I don't want you to chase after him," because he said they were going over 100. He was like, she was like, "Oh, I don't want you to go after him and get hurt." He was like, "Ma'am, I'm a decorated soldier." Like,
Wait, I'm calling it now. Did he really shoot his own dog and
No.
just envision these people?
no. This is
He might have.
he doesn't have that bad a
He's probably
PDS.
crazy.
Just shut up and listen. So he's fucking driving, and like they're talking, and he's like, "Ma'am, I'm not worried about me at all." He was like, she asked if like he was armed, and he was like, "Yes, ma'am, I have 2 9mm Berettas." He was like, "If you were wise, you would get a police officer to these people before I get to them," because he was like, "I am armed, and I'm
going through with this.
yeah." And he's like, and they killed my daughter, so I'm gonna do what I have to do.
Daughter or dog?
Dog, but like he meant like he was saying
Yeah,
it was
family.
like his kid, and it's just like I can understand, like that's the only thing he had after all his fucking friends died. And so they chase him after 4 counties, and like a cop ends up stopping these people, and it was 1 cop against these 3 people. So this dude gets out, and like the police knew that he was who he was. Like after he talked about it, because he talked about it a little bit more, what he was. Like he was like, "Oh, I was a Marine and shit, or Navy SEAL and shit like that." So they get out, and he's like backing up this cop, and he goes and walks up, and there's like 3 like 20-some-year-old kids, and he's like, "Oh, who killed my dog?" And like they're like laughing at him and shit like that, and he like almost went nuts and just started killing these people. But anyway, that's fucking wild. That's pretty much what happened. They like
So
chased him
they
down.
the guys got
Yeah,
arrested.
Yeah, they got arrested and stuff like that, but only 2 of them got charged, and the one person who was in the back didn't.
Why
because
did they kill his dog?
Because they ended up finding out they were just going around the town just shooting dogs.
That's not nice.
Yeah,
at
it's
all.
ridiculous.
That's fucked.
So he was like on, and like what he does is he goes around and he gives like speeches to people, like except like it's not like motivational or anything like that. It's kind of fucked up because he kind of makes it funny, but he's just talking about like he pretty much said, yeah, there was women and children, everyone was an enemy. I didn't care. I killed a lot of people over there. Like that's the shit he says. Like, and he's pretty crazy.
I've heard stories. It's like they condition you I don't know, people that are in the military, they get like conditioned where it's like, oh, I wonder what this feels like. Like I'm kind of curious now to what feeling like killing a person feels like, and it's just like,
Yeah.
without that conditioning, those people would never be anything like that. And it's just like you train these killers, and it's not. I don't know.
You have to be a
Frustrating
certain
to me.
you have to be a certain type of person. Like there was a kid that we went to high school with. His name's Brandon Myers, and the type of soldiers that were in this Lone Survivor movie they were called like frogs, and they were like the special forces.
Okay.
And every year, I think they try out like 2,000 people or something, and they only pick like 30 some. And this kid that we went to high school with got picked. He's actually one of them. Like 30 out of like 2,000 people, and he's in the top of his class right now, and like that is wild. Like he's getting trained
I
to do
think
all
it's
this
just
stuff.
whoever can be brainwashed the most. I don't really agree with all that. I don't know.
How do you figure?
Brainwashed to hate the enemy the most.
It still
I
like
don't think it's even that like where they hate. I think it's just like they get curious of how it feels, and like they just start. No, this is what I do for a living. This is my job, and
Yeah.
like, you know,
I mean that, but like not everyone could just do that.
yeah.
You
I have like
to be
buddy.
a certain
I have
type
a buddy
of
who's
person.
he's in North Korea right now, and he's a sweetheart of a kid. And he's like super high up in ranks and super high up like with like shooting and stuff. But like his job's just to basically be a police officer, and like
Yeah.
he like guards nightclubs in North Korea. He just stands. He's just on patrol
I'd
to help
much
people
rather
out.
have that than like be in Iraq.
Yeah.
In
Why
Iraq,
are we
like
guarding?
trying to kill
Why
people.
are we guarding
Yeah.
nightclubs in
That's-
North Korea?
Yeah.
And then he arrests people and takes them back to the U.S. base. You get
Yeah.
arrested, you go to U.S. base, and you get held for a night, like jail,
Yeah,
and then they
it's
release you. It
just-
makes,
Not necessary.
We're just paying all this
it's
money
our-
for nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why
So
we're
if
like
we stopped our defense budget for 1 month, we can fund NASA for the rest of like since their existence. I
Go
think.
find the Star Wars galaxy.
yeah, trillions of dollars wasted, but like
Whatever.
there's people that say, fuck it, dude, we ain't wasted nothing. We need this war. Like, whatever.
we need
That's why I
it.
don't vote. I don't give a fuck about voting. I will never vote.
It doesn't matter.
You know why I will never vote? People say, you have to vote. You have to voice your opinion. You thought I do. Because no matter what, the government's going to choose who they want to be
Yeah.
in
does.
Well, yeah, you
leadership.
have
It just doesn't
the whole.
matter.
The
Ron
whole,
Paul will never win. Even though people vote for him and shit like that.
Rand Paul next election people, not Ron Paul. It's his son Rand.
Rand Paul?
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah,
I'm
he's
talking
running-
about
he'll
the
be running-
past ones.
Yeah, I know, but like
That's
he
his
has the
name,
same-
right? Ron Paul?
Yeah, it's-
Well, yeah, like he would have never won. A lot of people voted for him, but he would no matter what, they're not going to pick him. They're going to pick someone who's going to be
Well,
able.
it's fucked. You have this archaic system where there's an extreme left and an extreme right. So you have these, you have, and there's. It should be you have 15 people to pick from, and here's a summary of this person. Here's a summary of this person. Here's a summary of this person. But no, you have a left and a right, or a black and a white, or a cold and a hot. You just have to pick which extreme, and it just divides people straight down the middle, and it doesn't make any sense.
Well, that's the reason I
To
don't
me-
vote is because like I'm ignorant to the subject because I can listen to if there's two people and one person says one person's for legalization of marijuana and one person's completely against it. Obviously, like I would like it to be legal, so like I would get swayed toward that. Mm-hmm. But then again, that person could be like, we want to take away weapons, like we
Yeah,
want,
yeah.
like. There's always something.
a lot of people promise things, and you look at their
Yeah,
track record.
it
and you look
doesn't-
at their
that's
voting
not even what I'm
history.
getting to. Is like I can't make an educated choice because I don't know enough about it. And no one knows enough about it because there's always going to be something that one person says that you like, but they're always going to have a bunch of hidden secrets.
Yeah, the problem is everything.
It
Every
doesn't-
decision they make is driven by who's putting their money in their
It doesn't
pockets.
matter who wins. It's not like the one person gets to make all the calls. you
Yes,
know?
yeah. I mean, look at
it's
what
more than
Obama's promised us over and over and over and over and over and over, and it's like it's a joke. It's a fucking joke. He was
Politics are a joke. We should move on to a brighter topic of some sort.
Well,
Of
anyone
any-
jamming any new CDs lately?
what was I listening to? I just been listening
still
to podcasts.
the Gambino CD,
Did you
man.
watch the Grammys?
No.
Yeah,
I was up here playing with
It was
drums.
stupid.
It was all
It
bullshit.
was dumb. As always, dumb bullshit.
I like Kendrick Lamar.
He did a thing with Imagine Dragons on there. It was actually
it
pretty
good?
cool. The only one I liked, the only performance.
Can you believe that fucking Macklemore won Best Rap
He
Album?
texted Kendrick. Did you see his?
Yeah,
text?
he
Yeah,
fucking
it's
sucks.
just-
Macklemore's
Macklemore's
the worst.
performance on the Grammys was the dumbest shit ever. First of all,
Yeah,
he was like giving his like poetic rap about how gay people should have equality, and then like a bunch of gay people like renewed their vows or got married on stage with Madonna and like Queen Latifah. It's just so much. Like you can
It's ridiculous.
you can go blow each other or whatever. I don't care, but
Yeah,
just
you don't
shut
have to make
the
it a
fuck up
spectacle. Yeah,
about
we get it.
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem is that there's so many people that are like that really care about it. I don't want I don't want no faggot getting married on TV. I don't want no faggot get like, and there people are, and we're at least most of the people I'm friends with could care less.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
who cares?
no
Go,
one
go be
cares.
gay, but just shut the fuck up about it, please.
Yeah,
You
enough
know?
with the parties about
Yeah.
like we get it.
I can
have fun.
understand.
Do
That's,
what you
it.
need.
That's enough, Macklemore, please.
Yeah,
No more.
Macklemore. I'm not a fan.
Not a fan at all.
Mac and
Yeah.
cheese.
It's all just everything. I feel like more and more that I watch and more that I hear and see of everything, I just feel like so much shit is already like set up. Like
Yeah,
like the Grammys.
The Grammys are a joke. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, like Macklemore, it's not the best rap album out. There's so many different other rap albums that were better. Like I like Drake, but I don't think by any means do I think he's the best. His album was better than Macklemore's. Eminem's album better than
Eminem
Macklemore's.
couldn't be nominated this year because his album was like too late into the year, or else he clearly should have won and would have won. But next year, I guess. But yeah,
Kendrick's was good. I
Yeah.
think that's the solid.
I bet you
CD.
Eminem's album won't win.
because it's like so early in the year that there'll be so much more after.
Not even that. It's
knows?
just like I feel like a lot of people don't like it. Some people do, but like it's definitely different.
I don't know. He always wins the Grammys, it seems, but
He's not on his.
they don't matter.
Not
anyway,
as popular
so-
as he. He's not like I don't know. It's not like I watch MTV.
Yeah,
It's not like
yeah,
they play music anymore.
Yeah, they don't play music anymore.
Remember TRL?
Yeah.
Ooh, come home every day after school.
Yeah,
That's
12
why.
seconds of a song and then another song. 12 seconds of a song, then another song.
Commercials.
Yeah, that's the worst. Carson Daly.
Carson Daly, shout out.
The only cool thing about Carson Daly is that he dated Jennifer Love Hewitt for a long time.
He seems like a cool guy.
Yeah.
He seems
He's
alright.
on The
He has
Voice
that.
now.
He has that late night whatever
Yeah,
show.
super late, yeah.
Yeah, whatever it's
And
called.
he's on The Voice. He's the host of The Voice, too.
You got it.
Don't watch The Voice. Either.
It's a good show.
That's bullshit.
Sounds like something.
It's a pretty
girls
good
would
show.
watch.
That's
yeah,
a pretty
sounds
good
like
show.
something that lame people would watch.
No, that's a pretty good show. Oh, what do you thought?
Did you hear? You know Travis Travis Brown, the MMA fighter.
Yeah.
You know who he is.
Yeah, we talked about him 2 seconds ago.
Really? Because we didn't on this podcast.
No, but like whenever we were sitting outside, I said it would be sick if Brandon Schaub fought
No,
Travis Brown.
That's my fault. I meant Matt Brown.
Yeah, Matt Brown. I know
You
who
know
that
who
is
Matt Brown
too.
is?
Yeah.
Okay. He made a podcast recently called Legit Man Shit. He just started one.
Yeah.
That's great.
Didn't you tell me something about it?
I don't know if I told you or
Did he like make fun of a?
He made the first podcast. He was like ranting on about how women MMA fighters should fight topless, and then he got into like real big trouble for it. And he had to take that episode down.
Why? You can't have an opinion?
Yeah.
Well, is he a UFC like fighter?
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, he is. And they didn't like that.
Lose
I
his
guess.
fighting job.
Yeah.
Is he the one? Who's the one who has the hunting show?
Steve Ronella.
No.
Yeah.
Was it Matt Brown? I think Matt Brown had a hunting show.
I don't think so. He's
Matt Sarah, maybe.
definitely not Matt Sarah.
Mike Sarah.
Are you sure?
Mike Sarah.
Positive. Not. It's not Matt Sarah. Matt Brown's the dude.
Mike Jones.
Yeah, it's Mike Jones.
Mike
Yeah.
Jones.
Matt Hughes went hunting and shot like these prehistoric animals. It looks like these giant things. Maybe that's what you're thinking of.
No, there's definitely a hunting show with a UFC fighter on it. Matt Hughes.
Yeah, he shot like these giant.
He has his own.
Like
He has his own hunting
dinosaur-looking-
show too.
Really?
Yeah, it's on the Outdoor Channel. My dad watches it. Matt Hughes. That's it. I knew it was a Matt something.
Yeah, he shoots like these giant things that don't even look real. Like their antlers are like as big as this room.
Yeah, it's wild stuff.
Doesn't even look real. But yeah, he Matt Brown might not I don't know if he continued the podcast after that one got pulled down.
Might have been
or
it.
what. Yeah,
Who knows?
poor guy. Because he got injured and he had to pull out of a fight. So he's just like, well, I'll start a podcast, I guess. And then went
Every single person
went
is
off the
doing a
rails.
podcast now, celebrity-wise.
It's like if you don't do it, you're gonna miss out on fans, or you're gonna miss you have to.
It's like a new social
It's
network,
the
pretty
way to
much.
go, Because only idiots listen to the radio now.
Yeah,
'Cause
it's
the radio is
awful.
dumb. Yeah.
It is dumb. I listen to like 6 podcasts a day.
Me too. It's all.
Yeah.
It gets me through my day.
Yeah.
And Tuesday seems like to be the day where they all hit.
Yeah,
Like,
work
and you can
day.
download them all. So like
Yeah.
I'll
That's
just
why
load them up, and it's
I
like
hold them back like a little bit. Like I won't listen to them all right. The ones I keep up with are Fighter and the Kid. I listen to that as soon as it's out.
Yeah.
But like Rogan, I'll like leave them stack up a little bit because they're like 3 hours. So it's like,
Marins are always good. They're nice.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that they're like an hour.
did you listen to
And
his
15.
live one?
No, I didn't get through it.
It was pretty funny.
That one was me. So if it smells like asparagus, you can blame it on me.
Okay.
Last Marin one I listened to was Andy Sandberg. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I didn't listen to that one.
It's pretty funny.
He's wild. Andy
I-
Samberg's a wild dude.
Yeah, I like
I watched
him.
this
He's
whole
cool.
first season on Netflix of Marin in a couple hours.
What was
all
it?
10 episodes.
Wait, what's
he has
on
his own
Netflix?
show.
Oh
called
yeah,
Marin. It's funny.
What is that about? I've
It's
heard
about him,
it,
his
but-
life, him hooking up with girls and getting a
Yeah.
girlfriend, and his crazy dad and his parents, and him just
What
Being a
what
comedian.
network is that on?
I don't know. It might have been not. It couldn't be an IFC. It might be IFC now.
It's on Netflix though.
The first season is, yeah. And the second season's not even on torrent sites or anything.
You thought-
Not that I would ever steal anything. I just was checking to see
No.
if it was there.
Of course not.
So
Oh, Jacqueline Bahu.
Why are the liquor
Cabernet
stores closed
Franc.
today?
'Cause it's
Yeah.
Sunday.
Super Bowl.
Sunday they're closed.
Oh.
I think. 'Cause I was gonna
According to the
get some
Surgeon
wine.
General, women should not drink alcoholic
So you always get it
beverages
the day
during
before?
pregnancy.
I guess so. Yeah.
You got to stock up on a
I
couple.
know. I have to prepare.
We should just get a case of the old sweet red.
A case of sweet red. I don't think they sell wine bottles in cases.
You guys ready to wrap up?
Yeah, I'm fucking hungry. We should go
Yeah,
get
it's
some
10 till.
food.
So
How long we been on?
an hour and a half almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Hey,
good.
thanks, guys. It was a little bit slow this time. We're gonna have a good lineup coming up here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. The two people that
Two
listen.
listeners.
We're gonna keep this thing going. We're gonna keep it going, and we're not giving up.
I'll put this on YouTube in like a week from now because I'm busy. Don't edit
Way too
them
busy.
in time.
Wish I had like a outro song we could play soon enough.
Oh,
We'll
don't
have
worry.
one- we'll
Don't
have
worry.
one
I'll get
eventually.
one. I'll get one real quick.
Yeah,
Just give me a
pretty-
second.
Yeah, so we can get banned from YouTube and have to edit it out and it wastes
Yeah.
more of my time.
Yeah.
That's just not happening.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
waste all my time. I can't wait till I
No,
get my laptop
Can
and
we
you don't
just
have
not?
to bitch about
Can we
it.
not have an outro?
Why?
Because if they pull it, it's like oh.
Unless it's the
I'll
same
do
as the
that.
intro.
Yeah, just play the same song.
Yeah, let me do that.
Shout out
All right, guys.
to the
Thank
New
you.
Age Outlaws.
Thank you for spending your Super Bowl Sunday.
Hey,
with
I
us.
appreciate it. I appreciate it. We got stickers coming out. Follow us on the PodRatz at the PodRatz with a Z.
On Twitter,
I'm Strawberry Cuz with 2 Z's.
Dylan Ryan Wild with a Dylan Ryan and a Wild at the end.
Big Buzzum, Buzzum, and we're live from the hardware store.
Yeah, and we're not giving up on this. So you just stick with us, and whenever we make it, we're gonna bring you
We're gonna
along.
go eat some food.
Yeah, we're going to the
Michael
library.
Patrick is on next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't know.
Hey, thanks a lot. We'll see you later. Peace.
Catch you later, rats.
Oh, somebody.